Murder. She's going to send me off to boarding school. No, military school. See how I like that, having to get up at dawn each morning and do 100 press ups before breakfast. How does that sound? Is breakfast a fry up or some cereally yogurty crap? Is my response. And I know the second it's out of my mouth that it's the wrong thing to say. This isn't the time for the famed Grady brand of cutting edge humor. Cue the enraged mom fireworks. Who do I think I am? Do I know how much they spend on me? What if I get kicked out of school? Then the clincher, the one all moms all over the world love pulling out of the hat. Just wait until your father gets home. Dad's not as freaked out as Mom, but he's not happy. He tells me how disappointed he is. They've warned me so many times about the dangers of smoking, how it destroys people's lungs and gives them cancer. Smoking's dumb, he says. We're in the kitchen. I haven't been out of it since Mom dragged me home from school early, except to go to the toilet. It's disgusting, antisocial, and lethal. Why do it, Grubs? I thought you had more sense. I shrug wordlessly. What's there to say? They're being unfair. Of course smoking's dumb. Of course it gives you cancer. Of course I shouldn't be doing it. But my friends smoke. It's cool. We get to hang out with cool people at lunch and talk about cool things, but only if you smoke. You can't be in if you're out. And they know that. Yet here they stand, acting all Gestapo, asking me to account for my actions. How long has he been smoking? That's what I want to know. Mom started referring to me in the third person since Dad arrived. I'm beneath direct mention. Yes, Dad says. How long, Grubs? I don't know. Weeks, months, longer? A few months, maybe. But only a couple a day. If he says a couple, that means at least 5 or 6, Mom snorts. No, I don't, I shout. I mean a couple. Don't raise your voice to me, Mom roars back. Easy, Dad begins. But Mom goes on as if he isn't there. Do you think it's clever, filling your lungs up with rubbish, killing yourself? We didn't bring you up to watch you give yourself cancer. We don't need this, certainly not at this time, not when. Enough, Dad shouts, and we both jump. Dad almost never shouts. He usually gets very quiet when he's angry. Now his face is red and he's glaring, but at both of us, not just me. Mom coughs as if she's embarrassed. She sits, brushes her hair back off her face, and looks at me with wounded eyes. I hate when she pulls a face like this. It's impossible to look at her straight or argue. I want you to stop, Grubs, Dad says, back in control now. We're not going to punish you. Mom starts to object, but Dad silences her with a curt wave of his hand. But I want your word that we'll stop. I know it won't be easy. I know your friends will give you a hard time. But this is important. Some things matter more than looking cool. Will you promise, Grubs? He pauses. Of course, that's if you're able to quit. Of course I'm able, I mutter. I'm not addicted or anything. Then will you? For your sake, not ours? I shrug, trying to act like it's no big thing, like I was planning to stop anyway. Sure, if you're going to make that much of a fuss about it, I yawn. Mom smiles, Dad smiles, I smile. Then Grant walks in the back door and she's smiling too. But it's an evil, big sister superior smile. Have we sorted out all our little problems out yet? She asked, voice high and fake innocent. And I know instantly. Grant gasped back to no. She found out I was smoking and she told. How? As she shook her head, beaming like an angel. I can finally hold in the back of her head with my eyes. And a single word close to my head was the sound of the body from revenge. I love rubbish dumps. You can find all sorts of disgusting stuff there. A perfect place to go browsing if you want to get feeling with your annoying she-wolf sister. I climb over mounds of garbage and root through black bags and soggy cardboard boxes. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use, or in what fashion, so I wait for inspiration to strike. Then, in a small plastic bag, I find 6 dead rats. Necks broken, just starting to rot. Excellent. Look out, Grant. Here I come. Eating breakfast at the kitchen table. Radio turned down low. Listening to the noises upstairs, trying not to giggle, waiting for the outburst. It gets my goals sometimes. And for those that are asking what I'm reading while I'm taking a pause in between paragraphs, I'm reading Little Lost by Darren Shan. It is the first book in the Demon Otis saga. Gets in her shower. She showers at least twice a day, before she goes to school and when she gets back. Sometimes she has one before going to bed too. I don't know why anybody would bother to keep themselves so clean. I reckon it's a form of madness. Because she's so obsessed with showering, Mom and Dad gave her the ensuite bedroom. They figured I wouldn't mind, and I don't. In fact, it's perfect. I wouldn't have been able to pull my trick if Gret hadn't have her own shower with its very own towel rack. The shower goes off, splatters, then drips, then silence. I tense with excitement. I know Gret's routines inside out. She always pours her towel down off its rack after she showered, not before. I can't hear her footsteps, but I imagine her taking the 3 or 4 steps to the towel rack, reaching up, pulling it down, and on cue, screams galore. A shocked single scream to start, then a volley of them, one running into another. I push my bowl of soggy cornflakes aside and prepare myself for the biggest laugh of the year. Mom and Dad are by the sink discussing the day ahead. They go stiff when they hear the screams, then dash toward the stairs, which I can see from where I'm sitting. Gret appears before they reach the stairs, crashes out of her room screaming, slapping bloody shreds from her arms, tearing them from her hair. She's covered in red. Towel clutched with one hand over her front, she even terrified out of her wits. There's no way she's going to come down naked. "What's wrong?" Mom shouts. "What's happening?" "Blood," Gret screams. "I'm covered in blood." I pull the towel down. She stops. She spotted me laughing. I'm doubled over. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Mom turns and looks at me. Dad does too. They're speechless. Gret picks a sticky pink chunk out of her hair, slowly this time, and studies it. "What did you put on my towel?" she asks quietly. "Rat guts," I howl, pounding the table, crying with laughter. "I got rats at the rubbish dump, chopped them up, and I almost get sick. I'm laughing so much." Mom stares at me. Dad stares at me. Gret stares at me. Then, "You lousy son of a..." I don't catch the rest of the insult. Gret flies down the stairs ahead of it. She drops her towel on the way. I don't have time to react to that before she's on me, slapping and scratching at my face. "What's wrong, Gretelda?" I giggle, fending her off, calling her by the name she hates. She normally calls me Gretuspich in response, but she's too mad to think of it now. "Scum," she shrieks. Then she lunges at me sharply, grabs my jaw, jerks my mouth open, and tries her hardest to stuff a handful of rat goats down my throat. I stop laughing instantly. A mouthful of rotten rat guts wasn't part of the grand Uber joke. "Get off," I roar, lashing out wildly. Mom and Dad suddenly recover and shout at exactly the same time. "Stop that, don't hit your sister. She's a lunatic," I gasp, pushing myself away from the steaming Gret, falling off my chair. "He's an animal," Gret sobs, picking up more chunks of guts from her hair, wiping rat blood from her face. I realize she's crying. Serious waterworks. And her face is as red as her long, straight hair. Not red from the blood. Red from anger, shame, and fear. Mom picks up the dropped towel, takes it to Gret, wraps it around her. Dad's just behind them, face as dark as death. Gret picks more strands and loops of rat guts from her hair, then howls with anguish. "They're all over me," she yells, then throws some of the guts at me. "You bloody little monster." "You're the one who's bloody," I cackle. Gret dives for my throat. "No more." Dad doesn't raise his voice, but his tone stops us dead. Mom's staring at me with open disgust, Dad shooting daggers. I sense that I am the only one who sees the funny side of this. "It was just a joke," I mutter defensively before the accusations fly. "I hate you," Gret hisses, then bursts into fresh tears and flees dramatically. "Cal," Mom says to Dad, freezing me with an ice-cold gale. "Take Griptush in hand. I'm going to try and comfort Gretelda." Mom always calls us by our given names. She's the one who picked them and is the only person in the world who doesn't see how shudderingly awful they are. Mom heads upstairs, Dad sighs, walks to the counter, tears off several sheets of kitchen paper, and mops up some of the guts and streaks of blood from the floor. After a couple of silent minutes of this, as I lie uncertainly by my upturned chair, he turns his steely gaze on me. Lots of sharp lines around his mouth and eyes. The sign that he's really angry, even angrier than he was about me smoking. "You shouldn't have done that," he says. "It was funny," I mutter. "No," he barks, "it wasn't." "She deserved it," I cry. "She's done worse to me. She told Mom about me smoking. I know it was her." And remember the time she melted my lead soldiers and cut up my comics? And there are some things you should never do, Dad interrupts softly. This was wrong. You invaded your sisters privately, humiliated her, terrified her senseless, and the timing. You. He pauses and checks with a fairly weak, upset her greatly. He checks his watch. Get ready for school. We'll discuss your punishment later. I trudge upstairs miserably, unable to see what all the aggro is about. It was a great joke. I laughed for hours when I thought of it. And all that hard work. Chopping the rats up, mixing in some water to keep them fresh and make them gooey. Getting up early, sneaking into her bedroom while she was asleep. Carefully putting the guts in place. Wasted. I pass Gret's bedroom and hear her crying pitifully. Mom's whispering softly to her. My stomach gets hard, the way it does when I know I've done something bad. I ignore it. I don't care what they say, I grumble, kicking open the door to my room and tearing off my pajamas. It was a brilliant joke. Purgatory. Confined to my room after school for a month. A whole bloody month. No TV, no computer, no comics, no books, except school books. Dad leaves my chess set in the room too. No fear my chess mad parents would take that away from me. Chess is almost a religion in this house. Gret and I were weird on it. While other toddlers were being taught how to put jigsaws together, we were busy learning the ridiculous rules of chess. I can come downstairs for meals, and bathroom visits are allowed, but otherwise I'm a prisoner. I can't even go out on the weekends. In solitude, I call Gret every name under the moon the first night. Mom and Dad bear the brunt of my curses the next. After that, I'm too miserable to blame anyone, so I sulk in moody silence and play chess against myself to pass the time. They don't talk to me at meals. The three of them act like I'm not there. Gret doesn't even glance at me spitefully and sneer, the way she usually does when I'm getting the doghouse treatment. But what have I done that's so bad? Okay, it was a crude joke, and I knew I'd get into trouble, but their reactions were way over the top. If I had done something to embarrass Gret in public, fair enough. I'd take what was coming. But this was a private joke, just between us. They shouldn't be making such a song and dance about it. Dad's words echo back to me, and the timing. I think about them a lot. And Mom's. Just when she was having a go at me about smoking, just before Dad cut her short. We don't need this. Certainly not this time. Not when. What did they mean? What were they talking about? What does the timing have to do with anything? Something stinks here, and it's not just rat guts. I spend a lot of time writing. Diary entries, stories, poems. I try writing a comic. Grubbs Grady, superhero. But I'm no good at art. I get great marks in my other subjects. Way better than goat-faced Gret Alfred gets, as I often remind her. But I have all the artistic talent of a duck. I play lots of games of chess. Mom and Dad are chess fanatics. There's a board in every room, and they play several games most nights, against each other or friends from the chess clubs. They make me and Gret play too. My earliest memory is of sucking on a right rook while Dad explained how a knight moves. I can beat just about anyone my age. I've run several regional competitions. But I'm not in the same class as Mom, Dad, or Gret. Gret's win at national level and can wipe the floor with me 9 times out of 10. I've only ever beaten Mom twice in my life. Dad, never. It's been the biggest argument starter all my life. Mom and Dad don't put pressure on me to do well in school or at other games, but they pressure me all the time at chess. They make me read chess books and watch videotapes tournaments. We have long debates over meals and in Dad's study about legendary games and grandmasters and how I can improve. They send me to tutors and keep entering me in competitions. I've argued with them about it. I'd rather spend my time watching and playing football, but they've always stood firm. White rook takes black pawn, threatens black queen. Hi, Violet. Black queen moves to safety. I chase her with my bishop. Black queen moves again, still in danger. This is childish stuff. I could have cut off the threat 5 moves back when it became apparent, but I don't care. In a petty way, this is me striking back. You take my TV and computer away, stick me up here on my own? Okay. I'm gonna learn how to play the worst game of chess in the world. See how you like that, Corporal Dad and Commandant Mom? Not exactly Luke Skywalker striking back against the evil Empire by blowing up a Death Star, I know. But hey, we all gotta start somewhere. Studying my hair in the mirror. Stiff, tight, ginger. Dad used to be ginger when he was younger, before the gray set in. Says he was 15 or 16 when he noticed the change. So if I follow in his footsteps, I've only got a handful or so years of unbroken ginger to look forward to. I like the idea of a few gray hairs. Not a whole head of them like that, just a few. And spread out. I don't want a skunk patch. I'm big for my age, taller than most of my friends, and burly. I don't look old, but if I had a few gray hairs, I might be able to pass for an adult in poor light. Bluff my way into 18-rated movies. The door opens, Gret, smiling shyly. I'm 19 days into my sentence. Full of hate for Gatilda Grotesque. She's the last person I want to see. Get out. I came to make up, she says. Too late, I snarl nastily. I've only got 11 days to go. I'd rather see them out than kiss your... I stop. She's holding out a plastic bag, something white inside. Oh, hey Maxie. And I'm reading the first book in the Demonata series by Darren Shan. It's called Lord Loss. Jess. No! God bless it, America. I knew that was gonna happen. I can never keep my phone up. Never. But... Son of a bitch. Hey, Paris. Whew, my throat's starting to hurt from talking so much. Anyway, what was I? Okay. She's holding out a plastic bag, something white inside. I'll drink water later. What's that? I asked suspiciously. A present to make up for getting you grounded, she says, and lays it on my bed. She glances out of the window. The curtains are open. A 3/4 moon lights up the sill. There are some chess pieces on it from when I was playing earlier. Gret shivers, then turns away. Hey, no, thanks for the follow. Mom and Dad said you can come out. The punishment's over. They've ended it early. She leaves. Bewildered, I tear open the plastic. Inside, a Tottenham Hotspur shirt, shorts, and socks. I'm stunned. The Super Spurs are my team, my football champions. Mom used to buy me their latest kit at the start of every season until I hit puberty and sprouted. She won't buy me any new kits until I stop growing. I outgrew the last one in just a month. This must have cost Gret a fortune. It's the brand new kit, not last season's. This is the first time... Unknown, who are you? Because I haven't kicked anybody. I've been reading this entire time. Anyway. Here I am reading Lord Loss. It's the first book in the Demonata saga by Darren Shan. This must... going back to the book. This must have cost Gret a fortune. It's the brand new kit, not last season's. This is the first time she's ever given me a present, except at Christmas and birthdays. And Mom and Dad have never cut short a grounding before. They're very strict about making us stick to any punishment they set. What the hell is going on? 3 days after my early release, to say things are strange is the understatement of the decade. The atmosphere is just like it was when Gran died. Mom and Dad wander around like robots, not saying much. Gret mopes in her room or in the kitchen, stuffing herself with sweets and playing chess non-stop. She's like an addict. It's bizarre. I want to ask them about it, but how? Mom, Dad, have aliens taken over your bodies? Is somebody dead and you're too afraid to tell me? Have you all converted to Mysterium? Seriously, jokes aside, I'm frightened. They're sharing a secret, something bad, and keeping me out of it. Why? Is it to do with me? Do they know something that I don't? Like, maybe. Hey, Phil. Go on, have the guts, say it. Like, maybe I'm going to die? Stupid? An overreaction? Reading too much into it? Perhaps. But they cut short my punishment. Grant gave me a present. They look like they're about to burst into tears at any given minute. Grubs Grady on his way out? A deadly disease I caught on holiday? A brain defect I've had since birth? The big bad cancer bug? What other explanation is there? Regale me with your thoughts on ballet. I'm watching football highlights, alone in the TV room with Dad. I cock my ear at the weird, out-of-nowhere question and shrug. Rubbish, I snort. You don't think it's an incredibly beautiful art form you've never wished to experience at firsthand? You don't want to glide across Swan Lake or get sweet with a nutcracker? I choke on a laugh. Is this a wind-up? Dad smiles. Just wanted to check. I got a great offer on tickets to a performance tomorrow. I bought 3, anticipating your less than enthusiastic reaction. But I could probably get an extra one if you wanted to tag along. No way. Your loss. Dad clears his throat. The ballet is out of town and finishes quite late. It will be easier for us to stay in a hotel. Does that mean I'll have the house to myself? I ask excitedly. No such luck, he chuckles. I think you're old enough to guard the fort, but Sharon, Mom, has a different view, and she's the boss. You have to stay with Aunt Kate. Not no date Kate, I groan. Aunt Kate's only a couple of years older than Mom, but lives like a 90-year-old. Has a black and white TV, but only turns it on for the news. Listens to the radio the rest of the time. Couldn't I just off myself instead, I could? Don't make jokes like that. Dad snaps with unexpected venom. I stare at him, hurt, and he forces a thin smile. Sorry, hard day at the office. I'll arrange it with Kate then. He stumbles as he exits, as if he's nervous. For a minute there, it was like normal. Me and Dad messing about, and I forgot all my recent worries. Now they come flooding back. If I'm not for the chop, then why was he so upset at my throwaway gag? Curious and afraid, I slink to the door and eavesdrop as he phones Aunt Kate and clears my stay with her. Nothing suspicious in their conversations. He doesn't even talk about me as if these are my final days. He even hangs up with a cheery Toodle Pip, a corny phrase he often uses on the phone. I'm about to withdraw and catch up with the football action when I hear Gret speaking softly from the stairs. He didn't want to come? No, Dad was back. It's all set? Yes, I'll stay with Kate. It'll be just the 3 of us. Couldn't we make till next month? Best to do it now. It's too dangerous to put off. I'm scared, Dad. I know, love, so am I. Silence. Mom drops me off at 8 Kate's. They exchange some small talk in the doorstep, but Mom's in a rush and cuts the chat short. She says she has to hurry or they'll be late for the ballet. Aunt Kate buys that, but I've cracked the cover story. I don't know what Mom and company are up to tonight, but they're not going to watch a bunch of posers in tights jumping around like puppets. Be good for your aunt, Mom says, tweaking the hairs of my fringe. Enjoy the ballet, I reply, smile hollowing. Mom hugs me, then kisses me. I can't remember the last time she kissed me. There's something desperate about it. I love you, Guptish. She croaks, almost sobbing. If I hadn't already known something was very, very wrong, the dread in her voice would have tipped me off. Prepared for it, I'm able to grin and flip back at it. Humphrey Bogart style. Love you too, sweetheart. Mom drives away. I think she's crying. Make yourself comfy in the living room, Aunt Kate simpers. I'll fix a nice pot of tea for us. It's almost time for the news. I make an excuse after the news. Sore stomach. Need to rest. Aunt Kate makes me gulp down 2 large spoons of cod liver oil, then sends me up to bed. I wait 5 minutes until I hear Frank Sinatra crooning. No date Kate loves Old Blue Eyes and always manages to find him on the radio. When I hear her singing along in some corny ballad, I slip downstairs and out the front door. I don't know what's going on, but now that I know I'm not sit to go toes up, I'm determined to see it through with them. I don't care what sort of a mess they're in. I won't let Mom, Dad, and Grant freeze me out, no matter how bad it is. We're a family. We should face things together. That's what Mom and Dad always taught me. Padding through the streets, covering the 6 kilometers home as quickly as I can. They could be anywhere, but I'll start with the house. If I don't find them there, I'll look for clues as to where they might be. I think of Dad saying he's scared, Mom trembling as she kissed me, Grant's voice when she was on the stairs. My stomach tightens with fear. I ignore it, jog at a steady pace, and try spitting the taste of cod liver oil out of my mouth. Home. I spot a chink of light in Mom and Dad's bedroom, where the curtains just fell to me. It doesn't mean they're in. Mom always leaves a light on to deter burglars. I slip around the back and peer through the garage window. The car is parked outside, so they're here. This is where it all kicks off, whatever it is. I creep up to the back door, crouch, poke the dog flap open, listen for sounds. None. I was 8 when our last dog died. Mom said she was never allowing another one inside the house. They always got killed on the roads, and she was sick of burying them. Every few months, Dad says he must board over the dog flap or get a new door, but he never has. I think he's still shakily hoping she'll change her mind. Dad loves dogs. When I was a baby, I could crawl through the flap. Mom had to keep me tied to the kitchen table to stop me sneaking out of the house when she wasn't looking. Much too big for it now, so I fish under the pyramid-shaped stone to the left of the door and locate the spare key. The kitchen's cold. It shouldn't be. The sun's been shining all day, and it's a nice warm night. But it's like standing in a refrigerator aisle in a supermarket. I creep to the hall door and stop, again listening for sounds. None. Leaving the kitchen, I check the TV room, Mom's fancily decorated living room. Off limits to Grant and me, except on special occasions. And Dad's study. Empty. All as cold as the kitchen. Coming out of the study, I notice something strange and do a double take. There's a chessboard in one corner, Dad's prized chess set. The pieces are based on characters from the King Arthur legends, hand-carved by some famous craftsmen in the 19th century. Hello. It cost a fortune. Dad never told Mom the exact price. Never dared. I walked to the board, carved out of marble, 10 centimeters thick. I played a game with Dad on its smooth surface just a few weeks ago. Now it's scarred by deep, ugly gouges, almost like fingernail scratches, except no human could drag their nails through solid marble, and all the carefully crafted pieces are missing. The board's bare. Up the stairs, fingers clenched tight, my breath comes out as mist before my eyes. Part of me wants to turn tail and run. I shouldn't be here. I don't need to be here. Nobody would know if I backed up, and I flash back to Grant's face after the rat guts prank. Her tears, her pain, the smile when she gave me the Tottenham kitten. Hey, Riley. We fight all the time, but I love her deep down, and not that deep either. I'm not going to leave her alone with Mom and Dad to face whatever trouble they're in. Like I told myself earlier, we're a family. Dad's always said families should pull together and fight as a team. I want to be part of this, even though I don't know what this is. Even though Mom and Dad did all they could to keep me out of this, even though this terrifies me. The veranda. Not as cold as downstairs. I try my bedroom, then Grant's. Empty. Very warm. The chess pieces on Grant's board are also missing. Mine haven't been taken, but they lie scattered on the floor, and my board has been smashed to splinters. I edge closer to Mom and Dad. I've known all along this is where they must be, delaying the moment of truth. Grant likes to call me a coward when she wants to hurt me. Big as I am, I've always gone out of my way to avoid fights. I used to think, fear, she might be right. Every step I take towards my parents' bedroom proves to my surprise that she is wrong. The door feels red hot, as though a fire is burning behind it. I press an ear to the wood. If I hear the crackle of flames, I'll wait straight to the phone and dial 999. But there's no crackle, no smoke, just deep, heavy breathing. And a curious dripping sound. My hand's on the doorknob. My fingers won't move. I keep my ear pressed to the wood, waiting, praying. A tear trickles from my left eye. It dries on my cheek from the heat. Inside the room, somebody giggles. Low, throaty, sadistic. Not Mom, Dad, Ogret. There's a ripping sound, followed by snaps of crunches. My hand turns. The door opens. Hell is revealed. And that's all I'm reading today, because holy crap. My poor little throat. So, what does everyone think about the book so far? Is this a book that you guys would want to see me continue doing? I might have to, Coles. Jeez. I've never really talked that much without a break. Ugh. Lord. Tay, I'm only doing one chapter per reading live. I'm glad you guys like it, for those that are answering the question. And I will be doing reading lives once a week. And each week I will do a recap of the chapter before that. So, you guys want to hear more of the book? Tune in next week. I don't know what day I'm going to do it on, but it's going to be at some point. I still have to come up with a schedule for next week. But... Whew. So... Also, since I didn't do the cooking live yesterday, because I had to cancel, I'm going to be doing it on Saturday instead. Tomorrow is a singing live. I'm kind of taking a page out of Kula's book, to be honest, and doing a Club Eli type thing with it being Friday. I feel like, start of the weekend, party it up. So don't miss that one, because the theme is... Kula. Love you. The theme this week for Club Eli, as I'm gonna do it, or Club Alley Cats. I think Club Alley Cats works better. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Club Alley Cats. I like that. Well, Club Alley Cats is 2000s and 2010s party songs, like club songs. So like Usher, fucking Backstreet Boys, Cupid Shuffle, shit like that. So it's gonna be fun. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very, very energetic. My nose itches. God, I feel like Pinocchio. My nose keeps itching. Oh, thank you for the follow. Pinocchio's not the one that nose keeps itching. Pinocchio's nose keeps growing. Anyway. Anyway. So yeah. And my thing just dropped. It actually kind of works. Is being posted to my server. Hello, Sarah 1018. But yeah. So hopefully, if you guys want to get updates and see what I have going on every week, and if like say I'm gonna be late to a live or a live has to be canceled, it will be posted on Discord. So please, if one of my lovely mods could post the Discord, that'd be great. Is what a TikTok live event? You should be able to get the link. Oh, crap. Oh. Pause and get it that way, so just hang on. I will be right back. See, that didn't even take very long. I'm right here. Anyway, let me comment. There's that. And if one of my mods wants to post that, feel free to. Pin it. I don't know why I said post it. Pin it. Thank you, babe. Ow! I just whacked my knuckles on the edge of my laptop. That did not feel very good. Feel very good. So, you guys want to join my Discord and get updates and everything? What is pinned down here is the Discord. Feel free to join. I'm only live for another 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna talk. And then I'll be going off live. And probably gonna do some cleaning and household stuff that needs to be done. Adulting, basically. You know, shit everyone hates. Hey, who wants to know what's up? So, also reading and being live. It's kind of taken me out of spoons a little bit. Not that I started off with a full amount, but full hour that I promised everybody. So I'm gonna hold on for these last 15 minutes. So, and if anyone has any books that they would like to see me read or hear me read on my reading lives, feel free to send me recommendations. Phil, this book it's the first book in the Demonata series by Darren Shan. It's called Lord Thos. So it's pretty cool. Very, very dark and macabre, but very, very good. Very much supernatural type thing. And yeah, it's really cool. So, there were 5 in the series, I believe. I believe there's 5. It says it in the front. Let me look. Yeah, there are 5 series. There are 5 books in the Demonata series, and then there is a saga of Darren Shan. That's the Cirque du Freak one, which is awesome as hell. Like, it's cool. So nice, AV. Supernatural is amazing. Though, if I have to be honest, I'm gonna say, Dean is definitely daddy for Supernatural. Sam's cute, but Sam's more like the boy next door type. And you can, thank you, Jess. Sam is too emotional. Yes. Finally, someone else says it. I'm not the only one. I will admit though, whenever Sam loses his shoe, that's kind of cute. Because the way he says, I lost my shoes. But anyway. Now the actor who plays Sam. Different story. But... and the actor who plays Sam is a different story. That man... Oh, if he was not married. It's Gibby. Pudding! Yes! Piece of cake. I was reading, book one of the Demonata series by Darren Shan called Lord Lost. Oh, hey, Mocha. I'm completely out of spoons right now. I ran out faster than I thought I would. So let me end the live a little bit early. I'll try to make the live go a little bit longer tomorrow to make up for it. I need to recharge. Holy crap. So Scooby, are you okay? You know what, Scoob? Message me in DMs about that. Because I'm about to end the live. So I will see all of you hopefully in the Discord. So yeah, bye. And thank you for coming to the reading with Eli.
Twin still want me to come up? Oh, he's still in a room. He's co-hosting with 3 other people. Okay, good. We can battle. Just making sure. Tots and shares. Tots and shares.
No, it's literally a car with snow on
Let's we can. Build a snowman.
Except for the hit. Therefore, I was going to make a new one.
Yeah. Feels like a hiss.
Huh?
Because there's a hole in my bag, so that's why it's deflating.
It's like tiny, isn't it? But it makes a difference. We'll turn it over in a minute because it wasn't coming from the top end. Somewhere. I saw it.
Anyway.
Might have been in the pink one.
I don't know.
We know we sealed up this one.
Yeah.
That might be again, that might be resealing. But it was coming from somewhere else, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The other side. So the other side is that side because I turned it over. And all that's in the way.
Yeah.
So wait a minute.
my only issue. Other than that, I wouldn't have no issue with nobody. But y'all like to sit in my live, laugh at my fucking jokes, watch me for hours. Look, even Diana, she's admitting to it. Thank you for being truthful, but you're still muted too, torta. So, yeah, bro, like, y'all hard badge gifters, bro. Y'all want to sit here, watch me, come get a laugh out of me, and wait for me to go live with your creator, and then you go to that side and start gifting. That shit fucking weird. Like, your other creator don't even drop for you like that. I mean, make you laugh like that. Thank you, Diana, with the Galaxy. Now I gotta unmute her, chat. My fault. I don't know if you were trying to be funny, so maybe she's not a hater. That's real. That's real, bro. On my life, that's real. Y'all ain't respecting that? It ain't no method, bro, like on my life. She dropped me a whole galaxy, bro. She's showing me she not a hater. Bro, and that's another thing, bro. Like, if you're gonna gift against me every day, and you know what I'm saying, and it ain't hate, then they would come in here, even drop me a hand heart, be like, it's all love at the end of the day. But nah, these people really hate me, bro. Like, these people in real life hate me. You know what I'm saying? So, no. Like, I don't know. No energy to hate? Well, there's a lot of people that have energy to hate. I don't know where they get it from.
He got a 92.
Eyelashes she used. She said she had extensions. It looked like
Back to Mexico. I'm not from Mexico, dummy. Like, what do you mean? They not gonna send me back. I'm not from there. I grew up in the U.S. Anyways, I'm nothing. I'm from here. How was my appointment? Well, like I was saying,
What about to say? Oh yeah, it was a cleaning.
hey, this shit funny. Austin is my
Yeah. That serum is so good.
Oh, you tried it?
Look at my face.
Did it work that fast?
Yeah, that actually.
Oh, yeah, the yoga. Try that every day.
I might buy it.
Well, see how it goes fast.
Yeah, it's really good.
No point in buying it. Just use your free sample.
It's like so big, that sample. It's a lot.
Well,